team, it is a power surge. And it's not just home runs that are barely getting over the wall. These are shots. The longest home run ever hit at Love's Field has been hit by that person, Kendall Wells. 108 home runs in 27 games. Destiny to the fastest team to 100 home runs in NCAA history.
Yes, they have been so fun to watch in the batter's box. They are so explosive, so strong. We're seeing even foul balls come off the bat with extreme power and velocity. So getting to see Oklahoma fire everything up, get some balls hit out the park, OU has been on fire in that batter's box.
Every single player on the Sooner roster has 3 or more home runs. The Tigers coming in after winning that series against Kentucky last week. They also have ranked wins over Clemson and Oregon, winning 2 of their 5 matchups against ranked teams under their second-year head coach. The combo of Chris Katie Malvo have done an outstanding job. Sooners have taken the field, getting ready for first pitch. Here's what the starting lineup looks like for the Auburn Tigers. And more than anyone, keep an eye on Michaela Walker. She had the walk-off base hit that helped lead to the win over Kentucky. And she's hit 8 home runs in February, with Destiny has set a program record.
Yeah, she has been great in the box. I think just being able to expand on what she's done this month, it also is a testament to her being a senior and understanding that this could be her last season, and she's got to come out strong and hot and aggressive, and that leadership is important. She's got to set the tone for her team.
Audrey Lowry will get the start for the Sooners. The talented lefty has seemingly asserted herself as the ace for the Oklahoma Sooners here early on. The Pittsboro, Indiana native, outstanding. This is her 8th start of the year. She's 11-1, has appeared in 15 games, and there's that big number. Strikeouts to walks, 38 strikeouts to just 5 walks. She has been the leader for the Oklahoma Sooners staff. If you're ready, let's go. It's Oklahoma and Auburn. We hope you'll enjoy the broadcast as much as we'll enjoy bringing it to you. Lowry stares in, and the first pitch to Kylie Shaw misses a little bit outside for ball 1. Let's a look at what we can expect from Audrey Lowry tonight. Throws a little bit of everything, Destiny.
Yes, and I think one big aspect going into SEC play is to be able to mix your speeds. You've got to be able to keep your opponents off balance, and that goes for both sides of the field. Audrey Lowry throwing mid-60s, able to really mix in a lot of different pitches, rise, drop, curve. But I think that one of the most important things is keeping these hitters off balance.
The 1-1 just misses a little bit out. Popped out of the glove of Kendall Wells. We'll set that Sooner defense for you after Shaw leads this thing off. There's a good look at the Sooner freshman catcher. 438 average for Shaw, and she fouls this one straight back. It's an even count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shaw, we mentioned, with that overall average of 438 last week in the start of SEC play against Kentucky in that series, went 3 for 10. Did score 3 runs. Pops this one up, shallow left field. Racing in is Abby Dayton to make the catch, and that's the first out. That's how we'll start. Here's how the Sooners are starting defensively. The battery of Lowry and Kendall Wells. How about looking over at first base and seeing the freshman Alyssa Parker? Polo, Oklahoma, getting the start at first. Alana Agbayani at second, with Gabby Garcia at short. And there's Sid Barker at third. Alyssa Hastings, the junior, digs in, swings, and just gets a piece of the first pitch. Ella Parker's in right. You've already heard Abby Dayton making a play in left. How about Kai Minor out in center? Alyssa Hastings, speaking of players that had a great start to the season in both the regular season and in conference play. Balls and 2 strikes in. 476 season average, but last week she was on fire against Kentucky. 7 for 13, had 3 doubles. Lefty-lefty matchup, grounded back 2. Lowry makes the play 2. Audrey does a good job fielding the circle.
Yeah, I think this Oklahoma staff, in general, you're seeing a lot of athleticism coming out of that pitcher's mound, making a lot of good plays, double plays.
2A for Kayla Walker. Heidi digs in, and time is scored. .397 that overall average. He's the team leader, or at least tied for the team lead with Womack at 8 home runs. Pitch misses a little bit up. Ball 1. Schauf flied out to left to start the game. Hastings with the ground out back to the circle. And here's Walker. Audrey Lowry does not walk a lot of batters. 1-0, swing and a miss. She was one of the best walk to strikeout ratios in the country last year. And look at that walk rate, only 2.5%.
I mean, 198 batters to 5 walks. That's incredible numbers.
Swing and a miss. 67 miles an hour.
You know, you look at the ratios of walks to strikeouts, and Lowry has 5 walks to 38 strikeouts. It's a pretty good ratio.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Apparently, there was something that Michael Bartling, our home plate umpire, wanted to make sure to relay to Walker. Sooners and Lowry. Lowry asks for time. Looked like there was a few pitch watch issues. The Sooners have implemented the earpiece for catcher Kendall Wells this year, the pitch comm device. 2-2, foul off.
It's crazy how much technology has been integrated to softball.
The Sooners tried it out. Ryan Wondrasik, who is one of the assistant coaches for the Sooners, kind of worked with the mic and the earpiece for a while, and Carly Keeney's relaying it to Kendall Wells, the 2-2 outside range. Not to say that Ryan Wondrasik was doing anything with calling pitches, just in kind of helping make sure we all knew how to use it.
Yeah.
Full count here to Walker. After all this bragging about the lack of walks, it would only be fitting. Lowry shakes off whatever that pitch was. She didn't like it, and time is called. Interesting.
It's quick. You know, in this moment, you've got to make sure that you're on the same page with understanding the scouting report, the batter tendencies, making sure you're calling pitches that you can both agree on is necessary for each hitter.
And you got to deal with the action clock, too, which was winding down. There's a pop-up back and towards us, but well out. Batter has to be in by the 10-second mark. There's some debate about when truly it expires. Is it once you start your motion, or does the ball have to leave your hand? Umpires have some grace on that. There's ball 4. That is a producer's curse. I put that one on Grant Wade. He had been in our ear for 30 seconds about the scouting report on walks and what happens.
You know.
2-out walk.
Should we give him some grace or no?
Yeah, so he gets all the grace. There's Annalee Adams. All jokes aside, it is just the 6th walk of the season that Lowry has issued. Ball kind of popped out of the mitt oddly from Wells for ball 1. Like it was going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning with the way that Lowry had jumped out on Walker. Good pitch. 60 miles an hour. Took a little off it. Strike 1. I cannot believe SEC play is here. I can't believe we're a week in to SEC play. You want time to go by fast? Be a softball fan, man. The 1-1 is fouled off. I feel like that we were just in, whether it be Clearwater for Auburn or Arizona, then a trip for Oklahoma. Then they took a trip to El Paso and Las Cruces. There was a Palm Springs visit in the middle of all that. The 1-2 from Lowry popped up again. Is there room for Alyssa Parker? Yes, she made the catch. She didn't play a lot of first, but she makes a nice play to end the first. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless. You're watching SEC softball, the SEC Network Plus. Heads to the plate in the scoreless game. Here's how the Sooners will look. Rotation is concerned for Auburn, so Oklahoma trying to stagger some of their right-handed bats, but the Sooners fairly left-handed heavy lineup. You see 1, 2, and 4. Pickering, Parker, Garcia, all lefties. Cassidy Pickering back in the leadoff spot against the Ole Miss transfer in her first season at Auburn. Is Abby Herndon out of Galena, Alabama. The lefty, still listed as a redshirt freshman, was one of the top high school football pitchers at Brooks High School. First pitch to Cassidy Pickering is a strike. What do you expect pitch-wise tonight from Herndon?
Yeah, I think having a lefty on the mound is going to be a little bit of a challenge for these left-handed hitters. We're going to see some mid-60s. She uses her drop ball a lot, which is good for an offense like OU, and you're going to see her mix some speeds just like that. Throwing that one in at 50 miles per hour.
Thing was moving too.
Yeah, a lot of movement, taking some stuff off of it. It's really important, just keeping the ball down, being able to mix your speeds. Those two things will help be very effective in keeping the ball in the yard.
Boy, that just missed. Good waist pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Look at those numbers on Pickering. 10 home runs, 493 average, a majority of it in the leadoff spot too. The 1-2. Did she go? No. It looked like Michael Bartling was ready to ring her up. He'd kind of danced out a little bit. Looked like that right hand was elevated. He was ready to punch her out. Over at third base, Robert Pinikoff says no go. 2-2 count to the Sooner DP today. Cassidy Pickering. Ball 3 low and in. It's an area where Pickering's dangerous too. She'll watch some pitches. The Sooner walks leader with 23 on the season. Oklahoma as a team has drawn 139 walks. Full count pitch. Base hit, left field. Wow, what a piece of hitting by Pickering. And it's a leadoff single. Roebuck, the third baseman, was way off the line. In fact, they had shifted more up the middle with the shortstop Hastings as well. And Pickering just took that pitch and went right down the line.
Yeah, you see a definite shift here, and you understand that as a hitter, when there's a shift that way, they're typically going to throw the inside part of the plate. So being able to get your hands inside that ball and send it opposite field right where there's nobody to defend, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Boy, that is a dirty pitch. Strike 1. It's 49 miles an hour. She tops out at 61, 62. That thing has minimal velocity and it's moving. That stays inside. A ball and a strike to Ella Park.
Seeing the shift take place again here. They're going to keep pounding that inside corner.
Third baseman for Auburn, Roebuck, is way off the line, playing almost towards the shortstop position. There's a bouncer foul.
Hastings is about 4 steps away from second base.
It is interesting, and as you said, it challenges Herndon to hit her spots. And then there is the mental part of it. I mean, look, even at second, the shading of Rodriguez over towards Adams at first. There's a lot of hole in that area too. That misses inside. 2-2, almost hit it. Pickering thought about it for a moment, but decided to stay. Abby Herndon. The 2-2. Got her. What a pitch.
It's a really good pitch sequence. You're getting those eyes to keep looking in, and you're able to pound that outside corner.
Now batting the catcher, number 1, Kendall.
Herndon, in her last appearance against Kentucky, when 2 innings, gave up 2 runs. That would have been on the Saturday game, the first of 2. Wow, look at that thing move. Strike one right into the hottest hitting homer-wise player in all of college softball, Kendall Wells, the freshman. Be ready here. Bogart, Georgia. Look at this shift. The 0-1 misses low, 1-1.
Just in
Get
the
a wide
opposite
shot of this,
direction
Grant.
here. Yeah.
It's completely opposite what they did for Ella Parker and Cassidy Pickering. Look at Roebuck and Hastings. Hastings, the shortstop, is on the outfield grass. Here's the 1-1. Way 64.
Yeah.
So you're getting 49 to 64.
And we've seen it with every hitter. It's not just, you know, here and there. She's really using that to be effective with every at bat.
That's Pickering at first. With one out, a scoreless game. That just missed. 3-1. Just watching Michael Bartling, our home plate umpire, even tilted to his side and kind of curved his head as he watched that one try to break right over the outside edge. He tried to. A good umpire right there. 3 balls and a strike. Good pitch, full count.
Wouldn't be surprised if we start to see OU kind of sit change on some of these at bats with some of these hitters who can successfully hit a changeup.
Challenge of sitting on one pitch. There's a looper right where the shortstop would usually be, but it's a hit. And the Sooners have runners at first and third. The shift bites the Tigers, and Oklahoma's in business with shortstop Gabby Garcia headed to the plate. Just past.
These hitters
Hastings.
are really just having to get their hands inside the ball. They're really working that inside corner. But if you know that as a hitter, you've got to give your hands a chance to get inside. Adjust your timing a little bit and understand that your contact point is going to be a little bit more out front.
Oh, what do we? We're going to challenge something here. Here we go. Leaving early, maybe.
Auburn is challenging the runner leaving at first base. This play is under review.
All right. Let's take a look at it and see. Chris Malvo. That Auburn dugout saw something. There's the dynamic duo. This had been a major review point last year.
Yes, especially postseason.
And now that we're in
Auburn
SEC
time.
play, none of the review is on site. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's watch. We'll keep an eye on Pickering over at first. You can't leave until the ball is out of the pitcher's hand. Oh, she's way early.
Yeah.
Unless the naked eye, it looks like she's left early. So the ball is out. Not yet.
There, yeah.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
So the Sooners will have a runner at first now with 2 outs. If this and the review center in Birmingham is seeing the same things that we appear to be seeing here. Now another layer of intrigue here is Robert Pinikoff is talking to the Auburn dugout, specifically Chris Malvo, their head coach. They're just double checking to make sure he was checking for what seemed pretty obvious. Here we go.
Right.
After review, the call has been changed. The runner is out at first base. For leaving early.
So Cassidy Pickering gets dinged for leaving early.
That was going back to the plate, a 3-2 count.
They're calling dead ball. So in other words, that's right. My apologies. Dead ball in that situation. So Kendall Wells will go back and we'll have a 3-2 count for her. And as soon as that call was reversed and we had the official review, the Auburn coaches, Kate Malvo, makes her way out to the circle, and Riker Hassan is with him. Talk with their coaching staff, or talk with their pitching staff, excuse me, and their pitchers. They get a break, but Wells goes back to the plate now because once the runner leaves early, it's a dead ball. So he had the choice of the result of the play, I believe. Yes. And he chose like, no. That's what the conversation was.
No, get her off the base, and we're going to start over. I think with his win on that, he also gets a review back.
Gets to keep his challenge as well.
Yeah.
Now, my bad. I sitting here didn't even think about it. It's like, wait, if she left early, that's a dead ball.
Yeah.
That takes away a really big scoring threat for the Sooners. We'll see what Wells can do now to try to make up for the mistake. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Line drive center field right at Womack, who comes racing in to make the catch. And that'll do it for the Sooners in the first. We head to the second, scoreless on the SEC network. 16 between Patty Gasso's Oklahoma Sooners and the Auburn Tigers. Paige Lowry pitched every inning of the postseason except for game 2. Paige Parker, excuse me. Every inning of the postseason except game 2. She set out, and it was the only game that Oklahoma lost during its 2016 national championship run. And of course, Auburn played a role in their 2017 national championship run because the Sooners went to Auburn, Alabama, and after barely surviving Tulsa and North Dakota State here at Norman, they went to Auburn and swept the Tigers in the Super Regionals en route to a national championship win over Florida. First pitch missed a bit. Destiny Rodriguez leads it off, ball 1. Truly has been a decade of dominance for the Sooners. 4 straight national titles in that mix. 1-0. A little bit low. Two balls and no strikes. That's lined into right center field. It's deep. It's going to hit off the wall. Minor gets it back in quickly, and it's caught there by Garcia. To hold Destiny Rodriguez at first.
A great piece of hitting by Destiny, just finding that hole, but Minor out in center field, playing it off the wall really well, getting that ball into second base, preventing that runner from advancing an extra base.
Get her, did. First pitch, Manaya Womack head down to first base, and Audrey Lowry, heels come off a little bit here for the first 2 batters in the top of the second inning. And the Wells will go out and chat. Oh, good piece of hitting by Destiny Rodriguez, as you said, Destiny Martinez, and then just kind of lost one there to Womack. And here comes Haven Roebuck.
Destiny really got her hands inside that ball. She seemed very strong. Got a good pitch.
Got an opportunity, so Smalvo's not going to mess around here. Georgia Lessman's going to pitch run. Scoreless game, but Haven Roebuck's got a chance to get Auburn off to a hot start here. First pitch. Nice, strike 1. The dangerous Roebuck has 5 home runs, 20 runs batted in. She skies this one deep to center field. Minor at the wall. It's gone. Long gone. What a bomb off the bat of Roebuck. Into the suites in center field. And Auburn strikes first on a 3-run shot from Haven Roebuck. Just a unfortunate for Oklahoma series of pitches there from Lowry.
I mean, right off the bat, she knew that was headed out of the stadium.
That was deep.
Minor kind of tricked me a little bit on that one. She made me feel like she was getting under it for a second. But that was long gone into the sweets.
Another meeting at the circle. Okay, so if you're Kendall Wells and Carly Keeney, who is the interim pitching coach for the Sooners, what's your message to Audrey Lowry after this tough start to the top of the second?
Yeah, I mean, she's got herself in a little bit of a bind here. Destiny Rodriguez came in swinging. I think that's one thing that these hitters are doing. They're going to be aggressive. They see a good pitch, they're going to swing and make contact. And with Lowry, she's going to have some more movement, paint the corners a little bit better, make it to where these hitters can't put bat on the ball as well as they are.
Kyla Stroud quickly falls, or Lowry falls behind Kyla Stroud. 2 balls and no strikes. Crowd here did not like those 2 pitches. Well, if you're Chris Malva, you couldn't ask, and Kate Malva, you couldn't ask for a better way to start this game. 2-0, misses outside ball 3. Audrey Lowry struggling, and the momentum that they felt like they built on Saturday in coming from behind to beat Kentucky lives on.
I mean, when you're facing an offense like Oklahoma, you've got to understand that you've got to outscore them. It's not going to necessarily be a 1-run ball game. You've got to score some runs, so you've got to get in this batter's box and be aggressive, and you can't let any good pitches go by.
Here's the 3-1. Strike 2, swing and a miss, Fulder. Strikeout here would be big for the confidence of Lowry. Kyla Stroud, redshirt sophomore, will continue the momentum that Auburn has right out of the gates. Just got a piece of it, and down goes Kendall Wells. She is in a lot of pain after that was fouled back. Patty Gasso out to check on her.
It might have just hit the top, right above that shin guard.
Let's watch these replays to see if we can get a better angle on.
Oh.
Just caught her on the inside. Oh, fouled right on the inside of the left knee. Oh my. You can almost see the pain in her face.
Yeah.
Still smarting a bit. 3-2 again. Fouled off. You know, the Auburn hitters early on here, and I know we're only 7 hitters, now 8 through their lineup. They're doing a good job of wasting a lot of really good pitches.
The idea has to be to make these pitchers work and earn it. I think you know what you're up against in the offense of Oklahoma. So when you are on offense, you've got to be able to step up, make these pitchers work hard.
Popped up, shallow right field. Ella Parker makes the catch, and that's the first out of the inning. Pretty good rally from Audrey Lowry for the first out of the inning. Here's the 9-hole hitter, Ava Rappel. I will say I've noticed one change. Kate Malvo's over at third, and I didn't catch who it was when we were watching the highlights of the Kentucky game. As Rattler takes ball 1.
I think it was Riker.
Was it Riker?
I think it was Riker.
Whoever was at third base when the game-winning run scored was racing down and pointing to the crowd and just having the time of his life. And an amazing moment for this program. That's fouled off. Ball and a strike.
I mean, it was an all-out sprint to home plate.
There he is.
There he is.
One off speed. Oh no, that had a little juice to it. Swing and a miss. 66 miles an hour. Strike 2. Pulled me out of the hand too. Don't feel bad, Ava. Happens to the best of us. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Auburn strikes first. Grounded at third. Sid Barker. 2 away. Sid Barker, Patty Gasso told us this week, has won the everyday third base job, if there is a such thing as every day in a position that's, and this lineup that's as fluid and versatile with so many different players being able to play so many different positions.
She won the tryout. We could say that.
She won the tryout. Which Gasso said she brought in the entire team and said, who wants to try out? So Barker was first in line. She'll give way here to Gabby Garcia, who makes the catch. And that's a quick end after a tough start to the second for the Sooners. The Tigers strike first. It's 3-0. Sooner SEC softball and SEC Network Plus. Transferred in from Lipscomb. And I didn't notice that. Auburn girl on the ball cap. Sporting her Auburn gear, and now she's their starting shortstop. First pitch to Gabby Garcia. Swings and misses, strike one. 3-zip Auburn.
Now walking it off in 13 innings for your dream team. It's amazing.
The 0-1. A little bit low. Our producer Grant Wade claims that it is Michael Dyer's number 5 jersey, the former running back for Auburn. That's what you call in-depth research.
There you go.
Ball and a strike to Garcia. Jaw-dropping numbers, but the Sooners had a bit of a rough first inning after the leaving early call on Cassidy Pickering. There's a strike. I have my triumphant of retired umpires who helped me out. They all said correct, delayed dead ball, and indeed, for those that are new to the sport or haven't seen, Chris Malvo gets the choice.
Yep.
The result of the play or send her back to the batter's box. 1-2, misses outside. Since it was a base hit, coach wisely chose to make her do it again, and it worked out for, I mean, essentially a 1-2-3 first.
Yeah, you definitely opt into the full count with Kendall Wells and nobody on before you get first and third with Gabby Garcia up.
2-2. Alyssa Parker waits on deck. Boy, Gabby Garcia just has found power. We didn't know what to expect power-wise from her. Thought might be more of a singles hitter, might be somebody that finds a gap here and there, but boy, she absolutely burst onto the scene last year. There's a hard hit ball foul down the right field line.
Yeah, she's been a true standout in this lineup.
20 home runs last year. Already at 12 this season, including for SEC softball fans. Arkansas fans, hold your ears for a moment. Maybe one of the more dramatic home runs and walk-off win over Arkansas when, much like today, Oklahoma found themselves in a huge hole early and late. The 2-2. Ball 3. Some fans still filing in, but it's hard to find a spot in the outfield right now or the standing room only section on the concourse down the right and left field line. That's hit pretty well to center field. At the warning track, at the wall, it's gone! Gabby Garcia smokes one into center field, and the Sooners strike back. Home run number 109 for the Sooners on the season, and Gabby Garcia rocks her 13th bomb of 2026 into the center field garden. We call it Gasso's garden. 3-1.
It's an excellent job in the box with Gabby Garcia, just fouling some stuff off until she was able to really get something to work with. She was working all sides of the plate, sending stuff foul on both sides of the field, and then getting that pitch up in the zone, getting the barrel on it, and just being so strong, quick hands.
Here's Alyssa Parker. Man, she hits the ball a long way. A lot of power and punch. And on the roster, what size, how tall do they list Gabby Garcia? That's lower in the dirt. 5'4". Sooners needed that. Quick trip to the circle here. Sooners needed that. That's the best way to put it. Extra oomph in the dugout, and they're getting it thanks in part to their injured third base star, Nellie McEnroe-Marinas. Nellie tore her ACL. There she is, standing in the middle without a uniform on, number 2. Tore her ACL after missing the entire weekend. Came back in the Sunday game in the Okana Invitational 2 weeks ago and got hurt on the first defensive play. Essentially, 2-0 is low in ball 3.
You think about what that Gabby Garcia home run could have done in that first inning. Had Pickering maybe not had left early. You've got first and third, Gabby Garcia up. So great call by Melvo getting that to be reviewed.
3-0. That's in for a strike, 3-1. Nellie's been an emotional leader. She was the captain. Patty Gasso going captainless this year. It's not anything too terribly new. That's a big void to fill. 3-1 pitch headed home to Alyssa Parker. Full count. There's Patty Gasso, who is in her 32nd year here. Destiny is in line. She had open tryouts at third base. What, she's 6 to 8 players went over there and tried out, including Abby Dayton.
Quite a few.
You might see this weekend. The 3-2. Got her. What a pitch.
Great pitch.
What a pitch. Strikeout number 2 on the day for Herndon, and there's one away. Here's Kai Mike.
Great location, 48 miles per hour on that. Could see it really paint that outside corner, making it tough to understand. There's some velocity coming off of that, and it's a strike. You could see her knees kind of buckle there.
Kai Miner has been a blast to watch for the Sooners to start this season. True freshman, started the opener and has been the predominant center fielder throughout the season. First pitch strike. I heard from the great Amanda Scarborough a couple of clarifications on a few things that I botched earlier.
Uh-oh.
Amanda's going to be here on Sunday, so they'll get me out of here and the real pros in here. That is right. The official start of the pitch is when the hands separate. That's hit back up the middle. It's a base hit. It could be trouble up the alley. It's going to get to the wall. There goes Kai Miner. Look out. Round second. On her way to third. It's a triple. Oh, and the ball got away for a moment. She thought about it, but will stay at third. The kid is electric. She is absolutely electric. And that woke up the crowd here at Loves Field. I think she could have scored on that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, you got to think they've got to be able to pick that up and make a perfect throw. And I think she would have beat it anyway, but great job getting around the bases.
Patty was sending. I think we know what Coach Gasso wanted there. When it slid, where did it catch her? It caught her. Oh, it caught her right on the helmet. So maybe for a moment, she had to kind of clear the cobwebs. Here's Ilana Agbayani, first pitch low ball. The other rule that, thank you, Amanda, I wanted to make sure to clarify, it is now that 12-second mark. The hitter, it's no longer 10, it's the 12-second mark. And that's new this year. So that's 2 essentially new adjustments to the action clock that were made after the first, I guess, couple of years of its existence. The 1-0, swing and miss. Ilana Agbayani on Wednesday night against Tulsa. The wind was blowing in at some 34 to 40 miles an hour from right field. It was a north wind. It was brutal. Coach Gasso joked in the pregame that there was no way Ilana Agbayani or anyone was going to hit a home run to right field, and Agbayani blasted one over the right field wall. There's a strike. It wasn't specific to Ilana. That seems a little bit unfair.
Yeah. Well,
but it was just anybody. Coach, in fact, watched batting practice from the right field bleachers on Wednesday night because she knew she was safe.
The point she was also trying to make, all in that same conversation, was that they need to work on bunting in an instance where it's extremely windy like that.
Bouncer to the right side. They're going to say it's fair. They'll come home for Miner. She's safe. Everybody's safe, and it's 3-2. Maybe the right play by Adams to come home with on a ball that barely stayed fair. I wonder if they might think about challenging this to see if it was a foul ball. They're not going to.
I mean, you've got speed on both sides. You've got speed at third. You've got speed making contact with that ball. That's tough. Kai Miner getting to the outside part of that plate.
Here's Sid Barker. Oh, what a chance for the new Sooner starting third baseman as she takes it inside, ball one. California product. That 345 average is currently the worst for the Sooners right now. Think about that. 1-0 misses low, 2-0.
Yeah. 345 is the lowest. And that is still very good.
Two balls and no strikes.
Team averaging 458 batting average.
Ball three low. Well, this is the moment when Chris Malvo met with us. Is that earlier today? Today's been such a long day. Earlier today, yeah. Whenever Auburn was getting set to head to the stadium. I wondered how this team would handle when that momentum got going. Ball four. They get the strikeout of Parker, then the triple by Minor, who scores on the fielder's choice by Agbayani, and now a walk to Sid Barker. Runners at first and second. Here comes Riker. Wonder what the conversation here is going to be. Is it going to be the end? He gave her a little high five. Doesn't seem to be too much motion in the Auburn dugout. She's thrown well.
Yeah, she really has. I think in this instance, it's just, hey, you can't afford free passes here. Got to keep the ball in the yard. Have not seen as many off speeds as we did in the first inning.
Michael Bartling went out to say, all right, let's get going.
It's a good opportunity for defense to really come together and get this inning wrapped up.
All right, here's Abby Dayton, first and second for Oklahoma. 3-2 game. Auburn leads it. One thing we've seen Abby Dayton do a little bit more this year is really work the dirt. More angled swings, more chops, slaps, and we say that, and she's also hit 3 home runs. There's strike one right on that inside edge.
Quite a few triple threats in this lineup.
One of the players that tried out for third base and is going to see some time there this year. The 0-1. A little bit low, 1-1. Now, we should say not only did she try out and get the opportunity, but she made the most of it and called upon this past weekend. She turned a double play.
Yeah.
On a chopper to third.
Yeah, OU has been excellent in turning double play, excuse me, this season.
Way outside, really nice job by Ratliff. Ratliff made that look easy on a ball that was tailing away. 2 balls and a strike. Only one out here. Opportunity for Oklahoma to take the lead. Sun sets beyond the left field bleachers. Not a seat to be found in that outfield. Line drive, it's trouble. Right field. It gets away from Walker. It'll get to the wall. Agbayani scores. Here comes Sid Barker. Play at the plate. Not in time. Oh, there goes Dayton to third. She might have a chance to score. Instead, she'll stay there. And the Sooners have taken the lead, and this place is electric. The slightest mistake by Walker in right field. And the Sooners make the Tigers pay, and that's gonna be it for Herndon.
Excellent piece of hitting, waiting for that pitch to get later in the zone. She took some off of that, but Dayton generating her own bat speed, sending it right through that right center gap.
How about this moment? S.J. Guerin will make her first appearance at Loves Field in an Auburn uniform, with her team on the verge of letting this one slip away. The former Sooner will pitch for the Tigers when we come back. was a part of the rotation used sparingly in 2024, and it has found new life on the Plains. S.J. Guerin, what a sight. Can't even imagine what this moment is like for her. Runner at third, one out. Here's Cassidy Pickering. First pitch misses inside, ball one. She can flat out spin it, Destiny.
Yeah, she has mid-50s to low 60s. Rise ball, curveball is what we're going to see. When she was here, she was throwing a lot more balls down. So I think that's one thing that they may be expecting. She's not going to use that. She's going to have to be in good control of the balls that she does throw up in the zone. She's going to have to really use that changeup as well.
Ball and a strike now. Pickering singled, but was caught leaving early in the first. Again, that's scored for you scoring nerds like myself. 3U. First base unassisted. Ball and a strike. Foul ball. She is quiet. Let me rephrase that. During her time at Oklahoma was quiet, maybe even borderline reserved. Seems like she started to come out of her shell a little bit. Chris Malvo telling us this morning that, you know, he saw some of the fist pumps from her. They starting to see a little bit more of that emotion. The 1-2 pitch to Pickering is outside.
Now, Chris, help me get my years straight.
Go ahead.
She didn't. Love's Field was not ready in 24. Or did she throw in Love's Field?
Yeah, she threw in Love's Field.
Okay.
Yep.
Got my years all mixed up. I know it was halfway ready the 24 season.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. She got a chance to pitch here at Love's, and obviously some fall ball too. The 2-2 is lifted pretty deep to right field. See you later. Long gone, Cassidy Pickering. And Oklahoma has put a 6th spot up on the board in the bottom of the second inning after giving up 3 runs in the top half. The fireworks explode all around Love's Field. It's 6-3 Sooners. What a shot from Pickering.
Just excellent hitter, quick to contact.
Chalk up for Cassidy Pickering.
See this pitch here.
Wow.
You've got to get that ball
The 2-2.
a little lower in the zone.
Here's Ella Parker. Fouls this one back. Chalk up home run for Cassidy Pickering. Number 11 on the season. And Oklahoma with a smooth 110 now in 2026 for JT Gasso's offense. Here's the 0-1 to Ella Parker. Good pitch, in for a strike. That's that deception that SJ has. There's JT Gasso. You look at those lists of the all-time great seasons in college softball history for power. His teams are near the top. And add another one. Oh my goodness. That is destroyed out of here to right field. Ella Parker with a moonshot. And it's 7-3 Sooners. Did I say 110? Make it 111 home runs for this Oklahoma Sooner offensive attack.
Just unbelievable. The way the ball is coming off the bat of these Oklahoma Sooners is incredible. Just so incredibly quick to contact. And they're seeing these rise balls. That ball is up in the zone. They're able to control the barrel. You see JT's reaction. He can't believe it. I mean, that was gone.
Here's Kendall Wells. She probably wants to get in on the party too. There's a strike. This was a 3-zip game at the start of this half inning. It's now 7-3 as Oklahoma has hit 3 home runs, and Pickering and Parker have gone back to back. That nasty off speed that Guerin can throw. It is interesting, though. There is some drama. When I went to college with SJ's parents, it was Garen, Robbie Garen. When she was here at Oklahoma, it was Gearing. And now that she's at Auburn, it is Garen again. Here's the 1-1. A little bit low. 2 balls and a strike. So
that's the drama.
that's unbelievable. Two balls and a strike to Wells. Big breath from Garrett. She's faced 2 batters, has given up 2 home runs. The 2-1 is sky deep down the right side. You are now entering the conversation, by the way, with 111 home runs, knocking on the door of the top 20 seasons for teams and home runs hit in college softball history.
That is incredible.
Here's the 2-2 to Wells. Wow.
Oh,
that is foul, though. Oh, might have left the stadium as well. She hit.
Some of their foul balls are the hardest balls I've seen hit.
Didn't quite get out. Lucky fan was over there to get it. The home run she hit on Saturday was the longest recorded home run at Love's Field.
304 feet. 81 miles per hour exit velo.
Oh my goodness. That one's well fouled too. I still say, for those of you that have been to Palm Springs before, the Marion Utter Classic is played there. She hit one on Wrigley Field that hit midway up the slow pitch.
The fake stands, yeah.
I think that's the farthest one I've ever seen her hit. 2-2. That misses up all 3. And she's just getting started.
All down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kendall Wells. And it looks so effortless. So smooth to contact.
Full count here. Sooners trying to get another rally going. That's sky to shallow right center field. Walker. Oh, no, she dropped it. Oh, no. Wells in at second. Walker looked like she was struggling with it. And you can see the frustration. When your team's starting to watch things slip away, you can't have a play like that. Got to help your pitcher out a little bit more. Tough break. Maybe the lights. Watch it again. What do you see, Destiny?
I think she just closed her glove too soon. She's got to see it all the way in there. But great job by Kendall Wells getting herself to second base on that. You see a lot of players will hit a ball high in the air and just think it's going to be caught, kind of trot over to first base. But great job by Kendall Wells staying involved, getting herself to second and taking advantage of that.
Garcia started this inning out with a leadoff home run. She now bats again in the second as the Sooners will bat around. 10th batter to come to the plate.
Now this is the real drama when your scorecard starts to get a little messy.
Got to keep it neat. You got to fight against the urge to let it get messy. Rodriguez over at second was trying to get the attention of the Auburn dugout. I think they were trying to shift positioning a bit. That misses outside, ball 2. Pardon me, ball 1. Scoreboard is cooking to me. 1 ball and 1 strike.
It was that compliment you gave a couple of games ago.
I did.
See?
Hey, man, to be ready. It's the
Grant.
fastest scoreboard you've ever seen. The 1-1 misses a little bit out. 2. I think she might be quicker on the trigger for balls and strikes than anyone we've ever had. It's an art. It's an art, Destiny. 2 balls and a strike. That's Wells at second for the Sooners. Garcia. We've had 2 homer innings before. That one catches the outside edge, 2-2. Aaron just needs a break here. Two balls and 2 strikes. it out of play.
Just really trusting that rise ball. This offense, I mean, you've got to be able to spin it up and out of the zone, because anything that's left hanging is not going to stay in the yard.
Long look in from SJ. She's ready. Ball 3. Seven runs in here in the bottom of the second inning, thanks to 3 home runs. Solo shot by Ella Parker, 2-run jack by Cassidy Pickering, and a solo shot from Gabby Garcia. The 3-2. Bounce to the right side under the glove of Adams into right field. They'll hold up Wells, and it's 1st and 3rd for the Sooners. Still only 1 away. How about a 2-hit inning for Gabby Garcia? 6th hit of the inning for the Sooners. And here's Alyssa Parker.
Gabby Garcia really working her counts. She had 3 foul balls in that at bat. She's done a really good job of making these pitchers work and give her something to work with.
Strikeout victim earlier in the inning. Parker pops this one up right side. Adams makes the play. There's 2 away. There's Kai Minor. Tough inning for Alyssa Parker. There's Kai Minor. She really kind of kicked this thing for the Sooner attack into another gear with her triple. It was her 3rd triple of the season. That first pitch is high. Roebuck being a leader over at 3rd. Chatting up her infield. And a good look at S.J. Guerin. That's low to him. It's got to be wild whenever you're back at the place where you spent so much time and have been committed to for so long. Here's the 2-0. Fouled off. Guerin had been committed to Oklahoma since at least had it in her mind that she was coming to Oklahoma very early in her high school career. So you figure at the least 2, maybe 3 years in high school you're committed here. You played here 2 seasons, including a redshirt year. So it's got to be pretty wild to be back here pitching against your old team. Here's the 2-1 to Kai Minor. Popped up, foul territory. Is there room? No. What a hustle by Shaw to try to get there. What an inning for Oklahoma. After Auburn had seemingly landed the first punch. Garcia at 1st, Wells at 3rd. Guerin on in relief, trying to work the Tigers out of a jam. Here's the 2-2. That's trouble. Right center field. That could get to the wall. If it does, she might end up at 3rd. Cut off before by Womack. Rounding 3rd and heading home is Garcia. There won't be a throw. It's 9-3 Sooners. It's a 2-run double from Kai Minor, who has a double and a triple in this inning alone. And a 3-zip game is suddenly 9-3. If you blinked or if you went to go grab something from the refrigerator, you might have missed half of it. That's how fast this attack has blown up for the Sooners here in the bottom of the second inning. Not done yet. Miners at 2nd. Ilana Agbayani reached on a fielder's choice. Scored a run. Showed bunt, takes a strike. extra base hit has been the star here this inning for the Sooners. 3 home runs, 2 doubles, a triple, and a 9 spot. Good pitch, just missed on the outer edge. 1 away. Thought it was a really good point by Chris Malvo today. He talked about SJ, a lot of teams seeing her. That's in for a strike, 1 and 2. In other words, she had to throw a lot of innings last year, and there were series where she would be seen by the opponents every single day. Destiny, that's tough.
Yeah, I mean, her scouting report is out there.
Look at that second inning. Look at the numbers that have been put up by both teams. Been 4 home runs hit between both teams. That 1-2 pitch misses out, 2 and 2. I mean, Auburn started the party with Roebuck's 3-run bomb. And then Garcia led off this inning with a home run. The Sooners now sent 13 batters to the plate. The 2-2 popped up back towards us. Look out. Was a little bit of a dead crowd here, a little quiet too. All of a sudden, boom, they got jacked into another atmosphere.
Yeah, I think Kai Miner's triple kind of woke them up a little bit.
Agbayani waits, grounded sharply towards short. That should do it for the Sooners as Hastings is up with it. And what a half inning for Oklahoma. They put 9 runs on the board, and as we head to the 3rd, it's Oklahoma in control. SEC soccer. What a second inning for the Oklahoma Sooners. And it started out like it was going to be a good one for Auburn. A 3-run homer in the top half of the 2nd, and then Oklahoma with a bomb after a bomb after a bomb. And the Sooners and JT Gasso can't believe what he's seeing right now. It's 9-3. Welcome back to Love's Field. Runs, including a grand slam this evening, as Ken Walker swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. Most runs she's ever given up. That Arizona team's pretty good now.
Yeah, and conference play is a whole different animal. It looks a little bit different than it did in preseason.
Kayla Walker walked to keep that first inning alive for Auburn. Here's the 0-2. Check swing foul again. One of my favorite pastimes has been, regardless of any stadium I'm at, whenever the foul ball goes back to the net, you see the flinch. You try to reach for it. Been guilty of that a few times.
Have you made a play?
I have not.
You've never made a play?
No, 0-2 misses low and in 1-2. I really haven't had an opportunity.
You've been covering softball since 16?
16. First season. Is that a way of saying mole?
No. No.
Okay.
I was going to say, we won't talk about the 14 trip you took.
That's right. 1-2. It's lifted deep to right field, and it's gone. The Tigers strike back as Michaela Walker bombs one over the right field wall. It's 9-4. Now you don't want to tap out. You start kind of pecking away at it, and there you go.
Yeah, Michaela Walker.
Got that one up.
Definitely a player to watch on this Auburn lineup. Got a good pitch up in the zone. Went opposite field with it.
There is. It is pretty wild to see how much time that teams will take to make sure that they talk through something after a rough break like that. As the first pitch to Emily Adams misses outside. She popped out the first her last time. 9-4 now. Bring up that point just because Kendall Wells went out to try to calm down Lowry. There's a bouncer to Garcia, 2 away. Well, if you're Auburn, I know you're looking at a 5-run deficit right now, but Their offense looks like they're not going to tap out. They're going to keep them in this game.
Now
Yeah.
batting the second baseman,
Just got to try to slow down the Sooner offense.
I think you want to make these pitchers work as much as possible. You want to make it tough for Audrey Lowry to make another appearance throughout the weekend.
That's a really good point.
You want to extend this game the full 7.
1-0. This guy fouled on the right side. Parker gives chase, but to no avail. The next pitch that Audrey Lowry throws will be her 50th pitch through 2 2/3. She's pitching with a 5-run lead right now. Here's the 1-1. It's going to get out of play.
Fans are on it tonight, trying
They're
to
trying.
make plays everywhere.
They're trying. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Standing room only.
Destiny Rodriguez trying to keep the inning alive. Bounces this one to the right side. Agbayani charges. That'll do it for the Tigers in the 3rd, but Auburn gets one back. And as we head to the bottom of the 3rd, it's 9-4. Oklahoma leads Auburn. You're watching SEC softball on the SEC Network Plus. Well, Auburn's going to make a pitching change here as the Sooners lead it 9-4. And the Tigers will turn to Lane Godfrey. Godfrey on the season making just her 5th appearance. The freshman out of Danville, Alabama. 4.57 earned run average. She is 2-0 on the season, and we'll see S.J. Guerin again this weekend. She'll get right. Here's Sydney Barker to lead things off for the Sooners. And immediately, a couple of issues with the pitch watch for the freshman, and they're going to say ball 1. They're going to say that she broke the glove. Doesn't seem like there's too much of an argument. Just want to make sure that everyone is on the same page with the pitch watch. A little exchanging of it. Adams going to give her there. Now the umpire made the motion as if he was going to call ball 1 on that. And as he's explaining, we'll await the official ruling. Everyone is in on this conversation right now because they're having issues with what looks to be the pitch watch right now. And by the way, if anyone has a better name for it, I'm up for it. But pitch watch is just kind of what I've gone with.
Technical difficulties.
Happens to all of us. All right, here we go. Sid Barker will dig back in, and there you go. 1 ball and no strikes. It's put on the board. Barker walked and scored a run her last time at the plate. Here's the actual first pitch, and that's in for a strike. 1-1. Maybe an effort here, or at least an attempt by Riker or Chris and Kay Malvo to just try to see if maybe the redshirt freshman might have something for the Sooners here. And now we have another issue. There's more problems with the pitch watch. Blaine Godfrey's kind of throwing her arms out.
The fans have no patience for it. Who would have thought in 2026 you've got technical difficulties in a softball game?
Well, in fairness, too, Blaine hasn't pitched since February 28th, which, again, it's only March 13th, so we're not talking about an incredible amount of time, but it's bordering on, almost now 2 weeks. She went 2 2/3 against USC Upstate. Gave up 3 hits and 4 runs. Only lasted 2/3 against Washington and gave up 2 hits. Best outing of the season was that same weekend on February 27th when 2 1/3 gave up a hit and a run, but did give up a home run in a 10-4 win over Troy. Looks like things are working now. 1-1 to Barker is all the way to the backstop to him. Blaine Godfrey got the win in that USC Upstate game. Just her 5th appearance of the season. Ball 3.
Only 7 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks.
I mean, I think it's kind of impressive that you've only thrown 7 innings and you already have 2 wins. I mean, that's pretty good. The 3-1 is laced to center field, falling fast. What a catch! What a play in center field by Womack. Full extension, diving forward, and takes away a hit from Sid Barker. 1 away.
She is perfectly placed in that gap there with all-out effort.
That was sinking fast, too. There's Abby Dayton. They officially, on Abby Dayton's first at bat of the game, did credit her with a double. Gave her 2 runs batted in. She advanced to 3rd on the bad throw as that first pitch misses low, ball 1. Third pitcher of the night is Godfrey. Here's the 1-0. 1-1. Numbers on Dayton have been so impressive. 27 for 54 at the plate. My quick math tells me she's hitting 500 on the season. Has walked 9 times. 12 extra base hits, including 8 doubles, as the 1-1 pitch misses low to him. Might have had one of Dayton's better games of the season in New Mexico as she takes that for a strike. Sooners didn't play in Clearwater. They haven't since 2019. Oklahoma had played in what was the Mark Campbell Classic for a while out in LA. They this year went to Arizona and played against the Wildcats and against the Sun Devils. 2-2 is ripped down the first base line, fair. But they made a return trip to the Troy Cox Classic, even adding in a roadie to El Paso. And Abby Dayton had herself a couple of games during that trip, including a 2-for-3 performance with 3 RBI and a home run that was an inside the Parker against Utah. 2-2. Pop left, missing over is Shaw. She'll make the catch, and there's quickly 2 outs for the Sooners. You like what you're seeing from Godfrey right now after some of the technical difficulties to start the inning? Because that can shake you a little bit. Give her credit.
Yeah, I think she's getting out. She's forcing out. She's forcing them to make contact, and that's all you can really ask for. Keep the ball in the yard and trust your defense. I think she's so far so good. She does have a little bit less velocity on her ball, which I think might be a little bit of a challenge for this offense.
First pitch to Pickering is in for a strike.
That pitch came in at 54 miles per hour, but she's not throwing super hard to begin with.
Two balls and a strike.
Pitch came in at 62 miles per hour, so she's not taking a ton off, but I think as a hitter, that's also very challenging to understand, okay, I may sit, or I've got to be patient on this pitch, but it's not going to be as slow as a normal changeup would be. It's not taking that much off.
And not like that strike call. Again, scoreboard got the best of me. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Look at that sky. 1-2. Low and in. Nothing will get a home crowd going quite like shared anger at an umpire. 2-2. Got it. What an inning for the redshirt freshman Godfrey, who sets the Sooners down in order. We head to the fourth. Oklahoma in control, leading it 9-4 on the SEC Network Plus. Be the best team in the country, even with the unknown around their pitching staff. First pitch swinging again. Womack nearly beats it out. What a throw, what a stretch, one away. Carlin Pickens went down, and has been clouded in mystery what's going on and how in-depth this truly is, and potentially season-threatening. Karen Weekly and Lady Vols have been fairly tight-lipped about it. They just keep on winning. Haven Roebuck fouls it down. This is what it looked like last week. Had a couple of sweeps. Alabama, they might be the real deal. They're undefeated. Tennessee and Florida all get sweeps. Great series between Arkansas and Georgia. DJ Gasso's Hogs offense was just too much for Georgia. They took 2 of 3. That's trouble. Deep to right field. It's another home run here tonight, and another one for Roebuck. She smoked it into the right field bleachers. What a night. 9-5. Keep chipping away. Didn't use it as a knockout blow when the Sooners put 9 on the board, and she drilled that.
It was a pitch that was right in the zone. Roebuck seeing it so well, sending it opposite field, just getting her hands there, barrel to the ball. She's seeing it well.
Are you contemplating maybe going to the pin here if you're Patty Gasso, as the first pitch is a strike to Kyla Stroud? Or do you want to see your ace work through this here?
I think let her work through this in this situation.
There's a deep ball down the left field line, hooking foul.
But she's given up 3 home runs. Hit by pitch. 1 walk. Got to limit the freebies.
That's
keep the ball in the yard.
8 home runs Lowry has allowed this season. 2 pitch misses high, 1 and 2.
But Roebuck, just a freshman. Her 7th home run on the season.
Swing and a miss. 2 away. And her second here tonight. She's driven in 4. She's 2 for 2. Stride goes down swinging. That's the first strikeout for Audrey Lowry, and there's 2 away for what is the 9-hole hitter Ava Ratliff's spot, but it looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter here, and indeed we will.
Attention, please. Pinch hitting for Auburn, number 43, Delaney Amua.
Google will get an opportunity here, the freshman out of Granada High School. Delaney Amua. Right-handed bat, already has 2 home runs this year. Scored 5 runs as well, hitting 400. The first pitch is a strike. Four for 8 last week in the series against Kentucky, including a couple doubles. No one misses low and away. 9-5 game. Kind of eerily similar to the second game in the doubleheader on Saturday night for Auburn versus Kentucky. That's fouled off.
We've seen 6 home runs.
Last week, Auburn lost their opener to Kentucky 8-3, and Chris Malvo didn't like the way that his team reacted to it in the moment, but had a get together. The 1-2 misses low. I believe in professional terms, it's called a come to Jesus meeting. Everyone got on the same page, and They won the series in a pretty dramatic fashion late into the night last Saturday. Now they're forcing that doubleheader. 2-2 way outside.
I think every team is good for one of those this season. So I'll regroup and come together and get it figured out, talk about it.
Oklahoma had a couple of them already this year. The win by Arizona in pretty dominating fashion in the Friday series opener. Won that game 11-6, and then getting beat by Long Beach State, and nearly losing to Cal on the Saturday at Palm Springs. The 2 pitches fouled off. You showed a resiliency though when things are trending south. Auburn showing that here tonight. Full count pitch from Lowry. Got her swinging, inning over. Auburn chips away though. They add another. And as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, it's Oklahoma 9, Auburn 5. You're watching SEC softball on SEC Network Plus. Gorgeous night for softball as the sun sets. And the SEC opener for the Sooners. Ella Parker will lead things off. 9-5 Sooners. Ella already has a home run tonight. First pitch is a little bit up. Ella 1 for 2 was a strikeout victim in the first, and then homered in that 9-run second for the Sooners. 14 home runs on the season. 1-0. By the way, I have my on-call statistician, Jessica Bain, point out that now that the Sooners are at 111, they have surpassed the 2019 Arizona team. That pitch misses low. And they have moved in what seems to be around 23rd all-time in college softball history. 3-0, ball 4. The 2010 Florida team, 2010 Florida, 2014 Arizona, 2022 Arkansas, and 2025 Florida all had 109 home runs. So that was 24th all time. 23rd is that Arizona 2019 team with 110. So enter the Sooners with their 111. And it took 62 games to get there in 2019 for Arizona. We're going to get a pitching change. We'll tell you about the new Arizona pitcher. That's going to do it for the freshman Godfrey, as the fans love what they're seeing in crimson and cream. It's all Sooners. New pitcher is Charlie Butler for Auburn, the righty out of Tallahassee, Florida. Thought we'd see 4 pitchers this weekend. Didn't know if Butler would be one of it. Just her 8th. Actually, you know, let me rephrase that. Didn't know if Blaine Godfrey would be one of them. She had only made 4 appearances. Not necessarily the best numbers for Charlie Butler. 7.56 earned run average. This is her 8th appearance. Has only thrown 8 1/3 innings. Has given up 21 runs, but her offense or her defense hasn't helped her. 21 runs, 12 of those runs are unearned. She's walked 11 and struck out 10. Pitcher Charlie Butler, and she'll face Kendall Wells. 9-5, the Sooners lead it. Ella Parker is at first. Wells is 1 for 2 as that first pitch misses low.
Charlie Butler's got some great experience with her mom being a pitcher for UCLA, taking them to the national championship in 1990.
1-0 is a little bit up. Now you're talking my ear. 90s. Let's go.
Heather Compton. Shout out Karen Johns for that little nugget.
Parker's aboard with the walk. Here's the 2-0. Caught the outer edge. 2-1. Wells 0 for 2 tonight. There is no way that you could rule her last appearance hit. She reached on the air and was charged to Walker in right field. Here's the 2-1. 2-2. Wells takes a little walk. Here we say a mini slump here for the freshman. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Looped into right center field. It's trouble. It's down. Parker will stay at second. First and second for the Sooners. And Kendall Wells has her first hit of the game.
Wasn't ready to say that it's a slump yet, Plank.
That's a little bit unfair. Well, you're talking about someone that has 19 home runs on the season.
Incredible.
I mean, it was technically she was 0 for her last 4. So if you want to count that as a slump, maybe you can. Here's Gabby Garcia, who already has a home run tonight. First pitch swinging and hammered. Long gone to right field. Gabby Garcia. And the Sooners get the 2 back they gave up. It's 11-5. It's a 2-homer day for Gabby Garcia. And that was a blast. They get the 2 back and then some. 12-5 Oklahoma. My word. The machine just keeps rolling.
The way that she turned on that pitch, got to be able to keep the ball down in the zone. That pitch was just belt high, perfectly placed to get the barrel on it and send it out of the yard.
We're going to get a pinch hitter here for the Sooners, Lexi McDaniel. You guys got some work to do on your home run counter there. Need one more. There you go.
There you go.
Well done, ladies. All right, Lexi McDaniel, St. Joseph's, Missouri. JT Gasso said before the game with the wind that was blowing in from right field, Lexi McDaniel probably could have had 2 home runs on Wednesday night with how hard the trajectory, the speed was of the bat, of the ball off her bat. He was way out in front of that. Strike 1.
She is one of the hitters that I refer to when I talk about hard hit foul balls. She has hit some missiles. Foul ball.
The 0-1 pitch. Low. She did get 1 on Wednesday night to take her season total for home runs up to 8. Sooners as a team now at 112 on the season. The 1-1 is lifted foul down the left side. That's going to get out of play. The 112 has tied the 2025 Virginia Tech team that hit 112 home runs in 56 games. Well, here's the 1-2. Popped up foul. That's going to get out of play.
Another big stat that I don't, you may have mentioned it, at 363 runs to 75 with the opponents. Oklahoma has crossed home plate 363 times this season.
Now this is outside 2-2.
28 games in.
28 games in. Unbelievable. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Lexi. Hit hard but fat. Lexi McDaniel had her I guess you could say, you always want to look like for that breakout game, right? When was her breakout game this year? She hit 2 home runs in the win over Alabama State and went 4 for 4. Pops this one up on the infield. Should be easy for Roebuck in foul territory. And that's the first out for the Sooners here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That brings Kai Minor to the plate. In the history of Oklahoma Sooner softball, they have never had a player hit for the Sun.
Really? It's fitting that you brought that up now.
Had a triple and a double. And here's the first pitch. Up high. You can claim announcer jinx on this, but every single time that anyone has a triple and double to start things out, I think it's okay to talk. I think it's okay to bring up the potential of the cycle. The question is, will she get another plate appearance after this? That's fouled off. Look at it. Back towards the area of my guy, Keith Parker. Did you see Ella Parker's dad catch that foul ball?
Oh, yeah.
He knows what he's doing over there. There he is. Ella's dad. Great dude. What an awesome family. Of course, his brother-in-law, Dave Roberts. Maybe you've heard of him. Is the one who won his foul line. So just to clear any confusion, Keith is Ella's dad. Dave Roberts, manager of the Dodgers, is Ella's uncle. Just so there's not any confusion whatsoever. He looks enthralled right now.
Yeah.
1 ball and 2 strikes. He's in awe of this offense. Here's the pitch. Swinging 2 away. What a pitch. And Alana Agbayani gets a few tips. First time for Agbayani to see the freshman bumper.
It's a good pitching sequence and getting her to chase down in the zone. Like the way that she came back from the walk, the base hit, the home run.
Alana shows bunt, takes it inside. There has become this developing personality / almost rock star at the Sooner softball games this year. It is the junior PA, which is typically in the 4th inning. The 1-0 pitch. Hit well and pretty deep to left field. It's caught at the warning track. Shaw had a beat on it the whole way, and it comes up short. We'll head to the 5th with the Sooners rolling. It's 12-5 as you're watching SEC softball on the SEC Network Plus. 12-5 lead for the Sooners, and Oklahoma will make a pitching change. Alyssa Parker will be the new pitcher for the Sooners. Bola, Oklahoma, small town America, has made an impact at the plate. A little bit of a rough night tonight at the plate. She's 0 for 2. Lexi McDaniel came in to pinch hit for her, but Oklahoma Gatorade Player of the Year will be called upon here. She does it all. She's played first, second, short, third. She's played center and right. I don't know if we've had an appearance by Alyssa Parker in left yet, but she's 3-0 on the season, 2.67 ERA. Patty Gasso has been using her as almost a 3rd starter. Not a ton out of the pen. This is only her 2nd relief appearance of the season. She'll be called upon to try to get 3 outs and get the Sooners back in the dugout as the first pitch is low to leadoff hitter Kylie Shaw. Two-way players have not necessarily been the norm for Oklahoma over the last 16 years. 1-0, missed the outer edge. Kaylani, probably the most notable. Shelby Finley, almost out of necessity whenever she jumped back to the circle in 14 and 15.
Yeah, and 3 of them were on the same team. Got to figure out who's going to pitch.
2-0 is in for a strike. One of those, Nicole Mendez, is on our radio call tonight. She'll be in our rotation of analysts with Destiny and DJ Sanchez. 2-1. Caught the outer edge, 2-2. I noticed that on our scouting report. There wasn't a mention of an off speed, but a changeup. Man, she can absolutely dice you up with it. 2-2, just missed full count. It's two pitches that look pretty close.
Yeah. That's one thing I think this pitching staff has collectively been working on, is making sure that you're able to mix speeds.
Foul ball. A little soft slap. There's Carly Keeney. She is the interim pitching coach for Oklahoma. Keeping Jen Rocha in our thoughts and our prayers, and hoping it's sooner rather than later that we'll see Coach Rocha back in that Sooner dugout. The 3-2. Soft slap to short. Got to be quick. Garcia is one away. Keeney, Carly Keeney, for those that aren't familiar with the story, was not with the team. She had gone back home to Kentucky and was with family, traveling around and spent some time with, it was her brother-in-law out in Arizona and family out there. Was in Dallas for Kinsey Hanson's wedding. First pitch to Alyssa Hastings is a ball. Patty Gasso called Tiare Jennings after the realization was sinking in that Coach Rocha was not going to be with the team. Coach Gasso said, tell Carly she needs to get to Norman as soon as she can.
All worked out.
1-0 pitch heads home, and that misses outside. Keeney made the road trip from Dallas to Norman after the wedding. Coach told her in person, we need you. And Keeney didn't even hesitate. Dropped everything she was doing. She was, again, this was someone that wasn't a grad assistant. She wasn't with the team. She hadn't been around her.
Yeah.
2-0, misses low ball through. Jen Rocha, whenever Coach Gasso said, who do I get? Who can fill in for her?
Yeah.
And Coach Rocha didn't even hesitate to say Carly Keeney.
They've been in contact often.
Often I hear Coach Rocha, almost too much. Here's the 3-0. There's ball 4.
It's a great opportunity for Carly Keeney. It's a big program to represent, and this pitching staff. I mean, having to manage a pitching staff like this and not as much coaching experience could be tough, but she's handled it well.
Nobody wants to be on camera less than Carly Keeney, too, so she's not going to be happy about this segment. There's a strike. That was, according to the radar gun on the scoreboard, it was 43 miles an hour. I told you. The 0-1 misses low, 1-0. It's the off speed.
Pulled the string.
It's dirty. Ball into strike, 1 out, 12-5. Sooners with the lead. There's a strike, 1-2. Michaela Walker. Homered her last time up, walked in the first. That home run was her 9th of the season to lead this team. Here's the 1-2. Bounce to the right side. The only play will be at second. Wow. Thought they might try to go to first. Instead, they get the force out at second, and Garcia with an awkward stretch. And there's 2 away. Hastings was trying to sell a challenge there. She wanted to see them review it. And here goes Patty Gasso. I wonder if we're going to see a matchup-based pitching change here. Or just a reminder that you got to make sure you take care of your responsibilities. That's Miley Wachenia, the assumed starter in tomorrow's game. Kind of seemed like she was thinking, now, am I going now? But Coach Gasso is going to give Alyssa one more hitter. It's watch this play at second base. What'd you see, Destiny?
Agbayani, with the ball taking you towards first, very impressive that she turned around and made the play at second base, get that lead runner out, but she made a great play. You just typically see a second baseman's letting that ball take them towards that out. She was able to get it there just in time.
There's Annalie Adams, 0 for 2 on the day, but has hit 4 home runs this year. There's that off speed. 44 miles an hour on the gun for strike one. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 is popped up, shallow right field. Ella Parker's got a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll do it. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Sooners lead it 12-5 over the Auburn Tigers in the SEC opener, right here on the SEC Network Plus. There's been a party in the stands tonight for the Oklahoma fans. They lead it 12-5. An explosion with a 9-run second is really the story. The Sooners have hit 4 home runs, which has their season total now at 112. And what a night for Gabby Garcia, Destiny Martinez. She's hitting everything.
She has been great. She's really worked the count and has really good at-bats. She's staying the ball well. She's been very decisive in the batter's box. Just incredibly smart, strong. She has really showed out tonight.
Sid Barker digs in to lead things off for the Sooners and takes the first pitch for a strike. Bella Emmerling, who's had an outstanding start to the season for the Sooners, moves into the on-deck circle. She was out at first the last half inning. Barker walked in the second, scored a run, and lined out to center field. In the third, the 0-1. Grounded to third. Really nice play by Roebuck. 1 away. Got state championship games in high school basketball taking place here in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Thinking, watching Alyssa Parker pull a product. I know that you think about all the great high school coaches, and someone was telling me today about the great Bill and Dorma Wells from Haskell, who have turned into huge Oklahoma softball fans, SEC softball fans. They watch every single game they possibly can. So think about the high school coaches and teachers and how they're locked in on their state playoffs around the country. We appreciate you all finding time for SEC softball as we're going to get the, I guess, official inclusion of Bella Emmerling into the Sooner lineup here. It was a tough 2025 for Bella Emmerling. Boy, she started out 2026 with a bang. First pitch swinging, and ground out to third. Roebuck makes it look smooth, and there's 2 away. Almost maybe trying to do a little bit too much with the first pitch that you saw there.
Yeah, I think in that instance, you want to see more pitches. Got to get comfortable in the box. Even if it is a first pitch strike, you got to see one. Barker saw 2 pitches. She didn't really get to see too many.
Here's the first pitch to Pickering. That's a little bit low, ball 1. Pickering tonight has hit her 11th home run of the season. She's 2 for 3. And that .500 batting average is with as many plate appearances as anyone on the Oklahoma Sooner roster. That's ripped into right field. There's your game-ending run on the 3rd hit of the game for Cassidy Pickering. And here comes Ella Parker. She's already hit a home run tonight. Second inning solo shot, went back-to-back with Pickering. Here's the first pitch to the Sooner right fielder. Hot shot towards the right side. Nice play by Rodriguez. And that'll do it for the Sooners in a quick bottom half of the 5th inning. Sooners don't get a run, but strand the single from Cassidy Pickering. We head to the 6th. It's Oklahoma 12, Auburn 5 on SEC Network Plus. the two freshmen that have been given an opportunity here tonight have done a really nice job in the circle.
I think, the name of the game is you cannot give up. And we're really seeing some fight out of this Auburn lineup. We're seeing some fight out of the Auburn pitchers. Like everybody is trying to stay alive, keep this game going, and keep these pitchers working.
First pitch fouled off. The radar gun had that at 69 miles an hour. So if you're wondering the challenge of being a hitter in this sport, Alyssa Parker just threw one 69 miles an hour, and she's had a changeup that, if the radar gun is right, has been clipping around 45.
Yep.
Like that.
There you go. Right on.
45 miles an hour. You can't predict these things.
Do you kind of know, Chris? Man.
I actually have one of the pitch watches in here. The 0-2. A little bit low, another off speed.
You got something in your ear we don't know about?
I wish. I don't think Coach would trust me to keep it all a secret. I don't think Chris Malvo would trust me to keep it a secret either. Destiny Rodriguez saw there 1 for 2, did score one of the 5 Auburn runs, and she pops this one up on the infield. Agbayani will make the catch. That'll be the first out of the inning. Nia Womack was hit by a pitch in the second. Rounded out to short at 4th. I have been so dialed in on this game, I haven't even looked at any scores outside of Amanda Scarborough pointing out to us that Arizona had put one on Tech tonight. There's that off speed again. Florida, speaking of putting one on somebody, 10-2 the final score. They beat Kentucky this evening. Mississippi State pushed Tennessee to extras, but the Lady Vols won it 9-3-1. There's a line drive deep to left field. Date back makes the catch 2 away. Here's been the most productive hitter for Auburn tonight, Haven Rubin. One other SEC series tonight, Texas and Ole Miss get things underway. Texas wins 3-1, and Alabama improves to 25-0 on the season. They beat Arkansas 4-1. This is the only SEC game still in progress. A&M and LSU play that Saturday, Sunday, Monday series as the first pitch is in for a strike. Mic'd up Mondays. That'll be the Sooners and Ole Miss next week. Spring break starts in the state of Oklahoma. Here's the 0-1. Off speed, right in there, 0-2.
Back to back.
7 home runs hit tonight. 2 players with 2, Roebuck and Garcia. Haven looking to add her name for a 3rd time. The 0-2. Line past the diving Barker. It's a base hit into left field. How about a 3-hit night for Haven Roebuck?
On fire.
She's got a hittable pitch.
Outside pitch, she's able to get around it. Find a hole.
Ties her career high for hits in a game, as Kyla Stroud tried to check her swing, couldn't strike 1. Had 3 hits in a game earlier this season against Notre Dame. Softball America's SEC freshman watch list, and she stands at first. That's bounced foul. And Stroud is behind on the count, no balls and 2 strikes. And Canyon's off to a good start tonight. They lead New Mexico 7-2. They're 27-0 on the season. Here comes the 0-2. Got her swinging, inning over. Good job by Alyssa Parker to work around the 2-out single. And as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, it's Oklahoma 12, Auburn 5. This is the SEC softball on the SEC Network Plus. Kendall Wells will lead things off for the Sooners. She has 19 home runs this season to lead all of college softball. High praise from her head coach, some of the most elite power I've seen from a young player. And she came in like that. That is another level. And how about those numbers, Destiny?
It's unbelievable. 63% of her hits have been home runs as a freshman. And I'm telling you, some of these home runs have been the farthest balls I've seen. She hit 304 feet a couple weeks ago here at Love's Field.
First pitch misses outside, ball one. I mean, we are seeing a power surge in this sport, too.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, if you are a big on-pace guy or gal, is on pace to smash the all-time season record for home runs in a year. But there's 2 or 3 other teams that are on pace to break the number that Oklahoma set just 3 years ago. I mean, it's unbelievable.
And it's
across the sport.
Really clear out of the yard with some of these home runs. I mean, it's a 200-foot fence, and she's hitting it 304 feet.
Line drive left field. That's smoked. She's probably only going to get a single out of it. Good job getting it back in quickly. Out in left field by Shaw. A leadoff single for Kendall Wells. She has a 2-hit game. And here's Gabby Garcia.
Just going down to get it. That's a pretty tough pitch to work with. But again, these hitters are finding ways. They are able to hit balls that are down in the zone, up in the zone, in, out. Their contact points are so good.
Cheney Helton's going to run here for the Sooners. The Coweta kid, Cheney Helton, has had an outstanding season so far for the Sooners. In fact, Cheney's hitting .450 on the season. Started 3 games.
Now batting the shortstop.
Also 4 home runs. Every Sooner on the roster has at least 3 home runs this season. Gabby's got 2 here tonight. Cheney's at first. First pitch, a little bit outside, ball 1. With a 12-5 lead, we don't expect to see any hit and run or any stolen base attempts here. We got a long weekend ahead of us between Oklahoma and Auburn. Here's the 1-0 to Garcia. Laced foul. 12 runs on 12 hits. You like numbers lining up. 12 runs on 12 hits for the Sooners. 5 runs on 5 hits for Auburn. The only real blemish there for Auburn is the 2 in the error category, including a dropped fly ball that really helped Oklahoma's 9-run second. There's a bunt. That's foul. She can do it. She can do it.
Yeah.
She's got it in the arsenal.
Coach Gasso said she wants to see more bunts.
Ball and 2 strikes.
And I like the way that she's showing what she's capable of doing. She can bunt. She can hit balls through the gap. She can hit balls out of the park. I think as a defender, you are a little bit rattled in that situation.
That's up the middle. It's through. Rounding second. Heading to third is Helton. That's the game-ending run at third with nobody out in the 6th. And Alyssa Parker headed to the plate.
Gabby Garcia, 4 for 4 on the day with 2 home runs.
I mean, what a day for Gabby Garcia. I mean, we're talking about a 4-hit game where most people would be talking about, oh, this is one of the greatest games of my life, and it's just another check mark for what's been an incredible start to her season. Here's the first pitch to Alyssa Parker. That's low. This does set a career high for for Gabby Garcia for hits in a game. She had 3 hits in a game 8 times in her career, including earlier this season against Alabama State. First 4-hit game of her Sooner career. 1-0. There goes Garcia off to second to take the bag without a throw.
Keep in mind that she's just a sophomore. 28 games into her sophomore season.
True. Well, Parker here can, well, just about anywhere and in this game for the Sooners. And 1-1 misses outside, 2 balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for Parker, who is pretty outstanding in the circle.
Yeah, she's done well. And, I mean, she came right off of first base.
That's hammered deep to left field. It's caught. Helton's going to tag. The throw is not going to be in time. And the Sooners are going to take game 1 of their first SEC series of the season in run rule fashion, beating the Auburn Tigers by a final score of 13-5. OU started out a little bit slow, trailing 3-zip in this game, but a 9-run second, and home run after home run after home run has ended it early. 13 runs on 13 hits, and Oklahoma does it in impressive fashion. The Sooners are now 26-2 on the season. Auburn falls to 19-8. Maybe more importantly for Oklahoma, they win their first SEC game of 2026, while the Tigers fall to 2-2, and the Sooners strike first in impressive fashion. 13-5 the final score. When we come back, we'll hear from our player of the game. It's Oklahoma.